And we're back for lesson number 3. This is Dan Havey with cfninjahacks.com. And since we were last together, I've had a chance to do a bunch of work on the share funnel, and I want to show that to you in this lesson. What I did, first off, on the members access page, I put in a footer. I also did the same over on the members area. And first off, so let's take a look at what's all in this footer. One of the things I like to do is with any of my legal pages, what I do is I actually create them as separate pages inside of a different funnel that I just call legal pages. And what it does then, what the code does that I built in here is it will go to those legal pages using the click pop function inside of ClickFunnels. It will pull up the page and it will display it over the top of this page. So you never have to worry about your customer leaving the page if they decide to click the stuff at the bottom. So they just click, boom, it's right there. They don't go anywhere. They can close out the page and it works really slick. So again, what you got to do is you got to build the pages yourself. First off, don't use my pages because they have my LLC all over them. And setting them up is really simple. Like I said, it's basically you just set up a page, then you go into, I think it's publishing, and you pull up the click pop code. And part of the code will be, I'll show you what it is. Part of the code is really just it's just a URL that they give you. Come on, open up. So it's just a URL right here, ClickFunnels URL that they give you for the page. And then there's one other bit of code you got to put down here at the bottom, which is the other half of the ClickPop code. And this code is actually the same code for every single ClickPop within ClickFunnels. So you can just copy it in one time and then that's all you need. But if you need any more instruction on that, just go to ClickFunnels docs and the explanation of how to do it is in there. Another thing I'll show you real quick is within the support. I have it set that so when somebody wants support, what they do is they click on this and it says mail to support@cfninjahacks.com, and I pulled it out. Actually, it's right over here. And then you can put in a subject line. What that does is anytime somebody wants to send me any support, got any questions, they just click on that, boom, opens up an email, they type in whatever their question is, and they send it to me. So I think it's a quick, easy way of running support, especially if you don't have your own chat system or if you're just starting out. It's a great way to get people to contact you. You can contact them back and actually really start up a conversation with an individual. So the next 2 bits of code I want to look at is actually some code that Steve Larson gave me maybe a year ago now. And one of them, what it does is it opens up all of the sections when the page loads. So when it's done loading, it's going to look like this. The second one is so that if you click on something way down at the bottom of the site, if you click on a lesson at the bottom, what it does is it automatically scrolls you back up to the top. Otherwise, when you get really, really long membership sites, you can have to be doing a lot of scrolling to be going back and forth. So it's a lot better if you just automatically, upon open, have it go back up to the top. So let's take a look at that code and we'll get it activated. Okay, now what will happen on load is it will open up all of the sections, and then we'll go down to the bottom. We'll click on one of the lessons, and it will scroll us right back up to the top. So everything is open. Click on World Domination, and it scrolls us right back up to the top. The next 2 hacks I want to look at are something that definitely could be used by affiliate marketers, and one of them is it's an idea I had a while back where I said, well, what if instead of having just a lesson let me go back here. Instead of just having be a lesson tab here, why not have that be a link? Why not have that be a link to an affiliate page? But you could also have it be a link so that when somebody clicked on it, it would open up certain content. It could open a box. It could hide things. It could do anything really once you turn it into a link. So let's do that, and I'll show you what happens here. What's going to happen is once the lesson is clicked on, it's going to go to this, which is a redirect to an affiliate site. So let's scroll down to where I put in that link, and I put it right down here where Steve cooks you breakfast in bed. When you click on it, it will open up the affiliate link to his secret MLM hack site, and it will also load content into this page as well. So you know you're on it because it's highlighted in blue, and it puts content on this page. So you could put a sales letter in here. You could put any information you wanted to, as well as send the person off to that affiliate link. Now let me show you real quickly how you set this one up. You're going to see this code here, pound 5-3. Where that comes from is that is actually the ID for this lesson link. So we'll go in and inspect this like we've done in the past. So it's right here in this line, ID 5-3. And whenever you're putting an ID into any kind of code, you always put the hashtag in front of it. Now, the nice thing about using IDs is you know that there can only be one ID with that name, let's call it, on any site. You can have multiple classes. So you have a class here, lesson-link. That can be found in 100 different places in here, but you know that this ID can only be found in one place. This ID can only be for this little line of code right here. So you know that when you call it, you're going to do just what is right here. So that's why we do it. We say when somebody clicks on ID 5-3, we want it to open the window and run this and go to this URL right here. Now, the last bit of code I'm going to show you real quick is something you saw on the example site that I had shown in the first video, where I had put some images right in with the lessons. And I had hidden this image earlier. Now let's bring it back out, and we will save it. And what will happen is we will reload the page, and that image will be put right above masterclass number 1. Now you're going to see a problem as soon as it loads up, and we'll go in and fix it. But I wanted to have you see the problem that arises when this happens. You see what happened is once we put in this image, the stuff that was turned orange changed. And the reason why is, if you recall, when we were putting in all this content earlier, you basically, this is number 1, this is number 2, this is number 3, number 4 as you go down. Well, we just added in an item. So the items we have below it, it messed up their numbering. But it's a really simple fix, and I've had to do it many, many times. Oops, we wanted to go to CSS. And all we have to do, because we increased it by 1, we're going to increase all these numbers by 1. And that should fix the problem. And there you go. The problem is fixed. So that is it for lesson number 3, and that is it for everything I'm going to do on this share funnel. Because of a few changes, I've had to take an audible on what I'm going to be able to teach you. I'm going to do probably 2 more videos, and I'm going to really emphasize in those videos showing you just a myriad of possibilities on what you can do as far as the content areas, how you can set up your content, how you can set up the lesson area, how you can build out sites without any lesson areas at all. So make sure you join me for those videos, because I think it's going to really open your eyes to how absolutely incredibly cool membership sites can be within ClickFunnels. But again, if you have any questions, just shoot a line to me as support@cfninjahacks.com. And until next time, have a fabulous day.